Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. The reason we're waiting is because I'm waiting for the sun to come out so it'll warm up and get a little better here. But it's not happening, so I guess we'll start. This is like a throwback to the 70s when you had to hold multiple mics. Everyone's having a good time? Everyone wants to go home and warm up, right? And watch the Patriots. I want to begin by thanking the town of Westford for allowing this to happen again every single year. Our Board of Selectmen, and especially Jody Ross, our town manager, who gets this approved every single year for us, not only to have the menorah standing throughout the duration of Hanukkah, but also to have this Hanukkah celebration on the Common, to celebrate the message of Hanukkah and the significance of Hanukkah. I also want to thank David Garnick, who comes every single year to entertain us with music. Thank you very much. A sound system. Westford Cat is here to televise this event. You'll be able to watch it on westfordcat.com. Is that right? .org. I also want to thank Mr. Alan Rubin, who generously donated the menorah in memory of his brother Michael Robert Rubin. He's not here. Alan has since moved to Chicago, but he used to be here every single year, and he deserves our recognition and our thanks. Our Hanukkah program this year, all of our Hanukkah events, multiple events in various institutions, elderly centers, hospitals, Jewish inmates in prisons celebrated Hanukkah with Chabad, and the various menorahs that we have here on the Common, our menorah at the Pheasant Lane Mall in Nashua, and the menorah in Lowell in front of City Hall. All of our Hanukkah events this year have been sponsored by Alan and Marsha Elgart in memory of Marsha's parents, and I want to thank them as well. We have here today our own representative who has come to share a message with us in honor of Hanukkah, and I want to call upon him to come forward. Please help me introduce Mr. Jim Arciero. Thank you very much, Jim.
Thank you, Rabbi. It's an honor to be here tonight. Happy Hanukkah to each and every one of you. This is a tradition that the Rabbi and I have had of not only commemorating Hanukkah here and the menorah lighting here in Westford, but also in the Massachusetts House of Representatives and for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. So before I read some of the excerpts of the resolution, let me just extend from my family to yours a very warm holiday season, a safe holiday season, a peaceful one, something that we spend with family, especially when there are so many injustices throughout the world, that we make sure that we care very much about our family and make sure that equality perseveres throughout the world. So a resolution on behalf of the Massachusetts House of Representatives commemorating the 2017 celebration of Hanukkah by the Chabad of Neshoba Valley. Whereas the Jewish festival of Hanukkah will be celebrated throughout the world from the evening of December 12, 2017 through December 19, 2017, and a great miracle followed this victory when a small jar with only enough oil to burn a single day lit the menorah for 8 days, bringing joy to all who had fought for the right to teach and worship freely. Whereas the miracle of light is preserved around the world through the lighting of the menorah, symbolizing the ideal of religious freedom and offering a beacon of hope to all those still subject to spiritual oppression. And whereas Rabbi Zalman Gergo, leader, director, and rabbi of the Chabad of Neshoba Valley, will be sharing the joy of light with the citizens of Westford and all surrounding communities by kindling a menorah in the Westford Common on Sunday, December 17th, 2017. And whereas the annual lighting of the menorah in the Westford Common confirms the faith of all people in the universal right to religious expression and spiritual freedom in the Commonwealth and around the globe, it is resolved that the members of the Massachusetts House of Representatives hereby join with the people everywhere in the celebration of Hanukkah and invite citizens of the Commonwealth to attend the annual lighting of the menorah. Given a copy by the Speaker of the House, Robert DeLeo, and signed by the Clerk of the House, Stephen James, and given by Representative Jim Arcero. Congratulations. Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you very, very much. I just want you to know that last week I was told that the representative wouldn't be able to join us today because his schedule was jam-packed. And I didn't know till 5 minutes ago when he showed up that he was coming. So thank you so much. This was a very, very pleasant surprise, and this is very, very special. The Lubavitcher Rebbe, Rabbi Schneerson, called upon Chabad all over the world to erect menorahs everywhere so that we can share the message of Hanukkah with as many as possible throughout the entire world. As we stand here today, menorahs are kindled this Hanukkah in over 15,000 places around the world. And tonight, we are proud to join that list. Standing here in the back, humbly, is Mr. Joseph Zahavi, who originated the menorah in Westford, 15 years ago, roughly. And it has been standing proud for 15 years and will continue to stand many years thanks to you and your effort. In communist Russia, Jews had to light their menorah in their basements behind drawn window shades so that no one would see them. Today, in Revolution Square, not far from the Kremlin, there stands a giant tall menorah where thousands of people joined to kindle the menorah together with dignitaries of the Russian government. I heard recently that after the fall of the communist regime, a rabbi had the opportunity to meet with one of the ex-directors of the KGB, the NKVD. And the rabbi asked him a question. He said, "Tell me, where did you guys go wrong? You tried so hard to extinguish the Jewish flame. How did you had the backing of the entire Soviet Empire. How did you fail?" You know what he said? He said, "We arrested the men, and we trusted that the women would cave, and they would send their children to the communist public schools, and eradicate Jewish education. Our mistake was we should have taken the women." They learned that Jewish sacrifice is far more prevalent amongst Jewish women than it is anywhere else. And throughout our history, our rabbis have always given credit to the Jewish woman for keeping the Jewish spark alive. I just want to say that none of our events would have been possible if not for our own fabulous Malki, who is not able to be here today, but let's give her a round of applause. And I want to, as we're already giving thanks, I want to give her thanks for making a lot of what Chabad does possible and making it happen. I just take the microphone after it's all said and done. About 6 months ago, a woman in our community passed away. And she left behind 3 daughters. Those 3 daughters refused to allow that loss and that sense of pain to leave a black hole behind. And instead, they decided to transform that pain and that loss into positive action. Today, Chabad's Florence Fandino Hebrew School is proudly in its 2nd semester of its 1st year. Thanks to their effort, they have just recently completed a massive raffle that has raised a significant sum of funds to support this project. And so I want to call upon Shirley, Jewel, and Kim. Is Kim here yet? Not yet? So why don't you come forward to help us light the menorah. But before we do that, put it down over here. There's one more person I want to extend my thanks to. Shandel and Cliff Kahn are here today. Can you come forward? You didn't know I was going to do this, I know that. Shandel and Cliff have been supporting Chabad's efforts and Chabad's programs and projects for many, many years. And I am so happy to have them as on my right-hand side, with their support and their friendship. And I just wanted to extend my thanks and my appreciation to you for all those years of support. And may we together endeavor to see success and fruits of your investment. But in appreciation for your support, I want to offer you this recently published book. You don't need that. And thank you very, very, very much. As we get ready to light the menorah, I just want to make sure it's the 6th night of Hanukkah, right? Which means I'm 6 nights late. If there's anyone who doesn't have a Hanukkah menorah still in their home, there are menorahs on the table, please take one. And while you're at it, take some dreidels for the kids. And if there are no kids, take some dreidels and find Jewish kids and give it to them. Let's make sure that even if you didn't light a menorah for the last 5 nights, that you'll be able to light it for the next 3 nights. Please feel free to take a menorah from the table and share it with people who may need it.
Hold the mic.
Okay, let's chant the blessings together. I don't think we need it. That's all right. Huh? We're going to recite the blessings together and then we'll light the menorah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim l'avoseinu bayamim hahem bizman hazeh. Tikain beis tefilasi, v'sham etayadan nizabeach, le'yeis tachin matbeach, mitzayin hamenabeach, chazek mai b'shim izmai, Chanukah samizbeach, azegmar b'shir mizmar, Chanukah samizbeach. Let's go home now and light Hanukkah candles in the warmth of our homes, and let these flames continue to burn for 8 days and 8 nights. Well, when we put the electric bulbs back in, they will. The modern day Hanukkah miracle. And let's make sure to hold the torch of Jewish history alive, tall and proud, the flame of Hanukkah, which signifies that right will always prevail over might and light will always prevail over darkness. Thank you so much for braving this weather and being with us here tonight. And let's continue the festival of Hanukkah with great joy and celebration. David, take it away.